freshman year I had Professor Osburn, and he introduced the engineering summer in Dublin, and I decided I wanted to do it.
So the name of the program really is called Engineering in Dublin.
You expect 6 weeks of fun adventures and a lot of new friends. When you get ready to come to the program, the first thing you want to do is attend our meetings. We're going to have a couple launch meetings prior to us actually leaving the state. Once we do that, we'll get you guys set up with the clothes to bring, do's and don'ts about the trip.
Making sure you have a passport. You want to get started on that early. Don't put that off until weeks. You need to do that months and months ahead of time. Give yourself 6 months if you can.
Traveling there was really fine, honestly. It was not a bad flight at all. We all met up at the airport, which was nice to immediately see everybody and get that feeling of community. So they paired us up in apartments.
Everybody has their private room with a bathroom. There's 6 rooms, and those 6 rooms share a common kitchen and a common sitting place. You have your freedom to have your space the way you want it for 6 weeks.
And I met some of my closest friends that I still hang out with.
However, it doesn't quite capture the whole essence of what we're doing. If you think about entrepreneurship and software development, it's kind of those things combined together. For example, Steve Osburn, he does classes in the software engineering space, and I'm doing more things in the innovation space.
The classes that I'll be teaching over in Ireland are CSE 230, which is Computer Organization and Assembly Language. And then the other class is CSE 240, Introduction to Programming Languages.
The 2 classes that I'm going to be offering, one is TEM 230. This is called Creativity and Business Innovation. The second class is FSC 301. This class is Value Creation.
We went to both classes every day. It was a lot smaller because there were only 30 of us total. You just got to connect with your professor a lot better than the big lectures.
So you'll really get to know us, we'll get to know you, you'll get to know your teammates, and it's a different experience.
You build a friendship with professors that could help you out later on down the road.
So usually we would go to class and then have a little break, go to the next class, and then all study together. Honestly, it was really good, and the workload wasn't crazy. We still could travel on the weekends.
We have a packed calendar of different fun events. Everything from an opening dinner where you get some real authentic Irish food and dancing and the whole cultural experience just at the very beginning. We're going to do kind of a tour around Dublin, so you get the lay of the land. You get to learn how to use all the transportation around there, which will be free for most of that. We're going to do some hikes out on the coastal lines where there's amazing cliffs and views and vistas and things you want to see. Not only that, we'll take a tour down to some of the castles. There's also the Gaelic games where you get to actually go through this process of learning how to play a Gaelic game.
And these are the games that the Irish have been playing for generations. Most of the students really loved the opportunity of getting out there and actually playing these games.
That's just the beginning, because we also have some free time for people who want to go and explore. They can go off for a weekend and check out Cork or another town or something like that if they want to.
Did a lot of little trips. We went to Scotland, the other side of Ireland, Galway. We went to Greece. That was probably my favorite trip.
The estimate right now for our summer classes is somewhere in the range of 7,000 or so. And to put that in perspective, if you think about taking 2 classes at ASU over the summer anyway, it's roughly around 6,000 or so. If you're an international student or out-of-state student, it's actually cheaper for you to come to our program to take those 2 classes over the summer than it is if you were just to take it here. Expanding their mind, expanding their thinking, getting the blinders off so that they can do some original thinking. People don't realize that when you go to decide on a new design or you're trying to make the next spacecraft or something, you typically go to your tried and true toolbox. How do you get around that tried and true and come up with something new and something that you never would have thought of before? Is really being in an international environment and seeing how they do things. What's really fascinating is you get this, particularly here, a US-centric mindset of how things should be done. And when you go to another country and you see that's not how they do things at all.
Their public transportation is so much better compared to here. They say they hate it, but it was worlds above what we have here.
You start to see that there's a lot more ways to have solutions that operate very well rather than maybe the solution you've grown up with seeing.
I think it reaffirmed my love for traveling. I recently became a fellow through the Department of State that will have me traveling as a job in the future. and I feel more confident in traveling by myself and making community in other countries.
I definitely think it's helped me with opportunities. I ended up working as a TA for one of the professors on the trip, so it was good for connections.
It's a great opportunity for you as a student to make new friends, especially for somebody who's maybe very introverted. One of the students, they were here at ASU, and this was just this recent summer, 2024, and their voice was really just kind of quiet. They stayed in the room. They didn't do a lot of engagement. And I spent a lot of time checking up to make sure that that individual was doing okay. They said as a student here at ASU, they had maybe 2 friends. And when they came back from that trip, they had made 7 new friends. That kind of hit me pretty hard, but I get it because sometimes we just never branch out far beyond our rooms.
It's been like a year and a half and we all still hang out. We got dinner last night. You all bond because you're kind of over there alone and you need people to support you. It's brought me like some of my closest friends and like my best memories.
This is a great opportunity for you to branch out. I mean, Ireland is a beautiful country. See the world. It's amazing out there.
I guess you have to ask yourself the question, why not? Why wouldn't I, if I have this opportunity to go overseas, see how engineering is done, still get credit for my classes, get exposure to new people and new places? When else in life are you going to have these types of opportunities? So I know from my own experience, whenever there was an opportunity like that, it was too good to refuse. I would regret not taking the opportunity. It will change your life.